Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. He conquers the markets, he turns water into wine. His timing flows where chaos turns divine. Cut sharp enough to time the sign. Yeah, this man's no common trader. He commands the market's numbers. We call him Chef Bailey. The market bends beneath his flame. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Markets move, they twist and swing. Every tick can burn or bring. Ryan keeps calm, he trusts his thing. The charts tell him everything. But when T1 makes ding, 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 the futures spread their hidden wing. And he is ready for anything. Vic's still looking like a restless king. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer.
All right, let's kick this on here. Morning, everybody. How are we doing this morning? It is another beautiful Friday. Just like TML said, they've let us make it to Friday. What a bunch of idiots. Because you know what we're going to do. We're going to make that paper. Good morning, y'all. Eric, Kay. Man, we got a nice little crew in here already. Welcome, everyone. Z's in the house. What's up, Patricia? She's Hagler. Kay, Francisco, Eric. Tuberville, nice to see you here, buddy. Of course, the Tortas and Bryce, Timmy A, and Shay. All right, I'm sure we're going to have more people rolling in soon. And we've got a nice little crew showing up so far on Substack and X YouTube, etc. Nobody, we're going to have to change your name, bro. You got to be somebody to me, man. And Tiago, pleasure to see you, man. Always, always, always fun. Guys, let's see here. If you haven't, I might as well kick this off the right way and shill some shit. If you guys haven't signed up for the SPX brief, I suggest you do so. I'm going to go ahead and post it in the comments just so that you guys, this is free, guys. If you're not getting this, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I can only do so much. I cannot do everything for you. I can give you everything I can. It's your choice to sign up and use it or not. There it is there. If you're not signed up, do it. Some good information in there. All right. So, yes, Tuberville, let's make it happen today, buddy. Okay. All right. So, I got to say, interesting morning this morning. They certainly don't make it easy for us. I'm going to go ahead and screen share over here. And I'm going to start dragging stuff over so that we can get started on this. It's 9:21. Since we got people on the YouTube and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and just get a little bit more in depth this morning. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Screen share. Let's get it going. Entire screen. I think this is the one. Tortas, is that the one? I'm not showing my nudie pictures, am I? No, I think that's it. Okay. All right. Hey, Green, what's up? PJ's in the house. Hello, hello. Thank God it's Friday. I feel that. All right. All right, good. I'm glad the nudes aren't showing. That's good. All right. So, guys, this is, just bear with me here. I'm going to walk through this, okay? And I have a little problem this morning. And my problem is I don't know which way we're going to go. For the first time in a long time, I'm a little confused here, okay? So I'm just going to lay it out for you guys the best way that I can. I tried to make it clear in the trade plan, and so I'm going to make it, do my best here. Okay, so once again, we had massive red tag news this morning, guys. We had all the big monthly stuff today. We had the average hourly earnings, non-farm payroll, and unemployment rate. This happens once a month. Today is our day. And so we can usually expect quite a nice little shake. We continue to have relative volume increasing. We are at 10%. We were at 10% when I was writing. Now we're at 20%. So we're increasing the probability of us actually getting a pretty nice move today, which is awesome. So I like that. Obviously, players are going to be here to have fun today. And so we're going to try to participate in some of this. As you can see, this is our overnight range. We are directly in the middle of yesterday's range once again, but we are super duper close to yesterday's low, which I'll soon show you guys when we get to the other charts here. And we will more than likely break out of one direction here because it's just how the statistics work. And more than likely, it'll be the downside if I had to guess, because we're like 5 points away. Okay, so, I am still technically leaning to the upside just because our process tells us to, but I got to tell you that smack from 77 today got me a little looking at this sideways. As long as we stay above 42, we'll be fine. Okay, we're going to still continue to point to the upside, at least for now. All right, so here's what I wanted to show you. Essentially, we're sitting inside this massive range. This is the weekly right here. We are right here, so we are still inside our week, but also dead smack in the middle of the previous week. Talk about, balance and just making it difficult for us to determine a direction. Okay, also, as you can see here, I'll pull over the daily chart here. We are, again, right smack in the middle of this massive range. And we do actually have quite a bit of ways to go here from the ETH perspective to sweep the low, but the cash session low is getting pretty close. And I have a little setup for that as well. Also, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and pull over this other time frame. So here's the deal, guys. We've talked about this yesterday. We had this amazing long at 42. It played to the tick. It was the same spot on SPX at 75.20. Took us up well over 70 points, which was freaking sweet. And I was actually surprised to see us pull back so hard this morning. It is what it is, right? I mean, that's the joys of this. Every day is a challenge. As you can see, 75.45 is our current price. We are sitting right at 42. As long as we stay above 42, I'm still quasi-leaning to the upside, guys. Underneath, it starts to get a little bit shaky. Okay, I'm just going to keep it real. We don't have much for untested levels. This could go either way today. At some point in time, I told you guys, that support will have to give up if we're ever going to get some rotation. It's just so happened that our daily played yesterday, and now we're right back at this, and they have tested everything. I only have super minor levels here that are untested, and so we'll get into that very soon. Basically above 75.42, we are still going to look to the upside. This is going to be our major pivot today, okay? Keep an eye on this level, right? And the downside is 27. Below 27, we continue to come down, okay? So I'm going to pull over this 4-hour chart just to show you guys what I'm talking about here. All right, so check this out. All right, so this is the 27. This was our big structure or 77. This is our big structure that held all last week. We went right through it yesterday, which was crazy. I expected a reaction there. We didn't get shit. But then this morning, we actually smacked it perfect. We had a call wall there, sent us down. Now we're sitting here holding our 42, 48 area, literally sitting right on this support. Okay, so this area really, truly needs to hold, right? If we're going to continue higher. If not, as you can see, all these levels I have been touched. They're all tested, every single thing. The only thing I have way down here is 10. And if we get down there, this thing's going to be in trouble. Okay, and I'm not saying I won't take that, but we'll talk about this here in a little bit. Okay, and our gamma flip level is at 7,500. Dealers are still hedging to the upside. We still have a positive lean. Will that continue to hold true today? I don't know. We're going to find out very soon, I think. So, at some point in time, we're going to get some rotation. This could be the time that we do it because we've tested everything of importance. We really, truly have nothing left. And so at some point in time, they're going to lose support. I don't know when they're going to do it, but this was a hell of a smack, okay? Because we know that this held us propped up for quite some time. All right, so the real trade here. All right, so check it out. So this is our 42, guys. We got to stay above this level. Once we push above 42, we get underneath that previous all-time high at 40. We start to get momentum to the downside. As you can see, we've tested everything here. 27 is tested. 23 is tested. The only thing we have left is this 10. If 10 plays, we sweep back above 17. We can come back higher, but underneath this area here, this 42 and ultimately 23, we start to get real weak and real weak fast. As long as they hold this, we'll continue our move to the upside, which we'll go ahead and take a look. I'm still looking for potential sweeps and reclaims to kind of send us back higher, but I can't guarantee that's going to happen just because, we've really tested a lot of shit. I mean, I just right now I'm kind of leaning down, honestly, even though the process says we're looking up. I'm kind of leaning down. I'm going to continue to try to buy this thing until we break our levels, but I'm going to be careful with my size just because I'm not overly excited. All right. So the other thing is take a look at SPX. As you guys know, yesterday, SPX played our perfect level at 75.20, and we closed way up here. Right now, we're going to be down here somewhere. Okay, so the thing is this is the weekly, or this is yesterday's value area low. This is some resistance here at 75.08. If we're underneath this, we're basically underneath all of yesterday's value. We'll continue to come down. Technically speaking, this 26 is still untested, and by all accounts of my process, so is 20. But I would have a hard time believing that this would actually play again, just because we opened and kind of went. But I would watch for this area to play or even reclaim. Okay, so we are really, really down underneath 53 and 58 on SPX. This is my first level of support, but I think we're going to open down here. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I just want to show you that. Obviously, we're looking at VIX still again, guys. As you know, we're slightly elevated this morning, but still below 1620. As long as we stay below this, I truly believe we don't have anything to worry about from a downside perspective. But again, that can shift, and it can shift really fast. So we're going to keep an eye on 1620 to be above below. This will be our big marker for us, okay? So as we come into the day, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull these over. The bell's getting ready to ring. And we are still sitting right here at the 20 spot. Now, if they decide to pick it up right here and go, great. The other untested spot I have is 33. This is the 1 hour at 33. If they come down here, we want to see it get back above 36 to initiate our long. And ultimately, we need to get back above yesterday's low. And where's that low? The daily at 42. We've talked about this daily like 3 times today. This is going to be our big level, okay? So if they sweep below this at any point in time and reclaim this level, we could potentially get a squeeze. But if we hold below it, we will more than likely continue to traverse to the downside. It was really hard for me to put this in terms in the trade plan this morning, so I'm glad that you're all in here and we're going over this. As long as we're above 42, we're up. So if we're below it, be careful. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Let's figure out what we're going to do this morning here. All right. We also have a massive gap. Let me go ahead and just show you guys. Oh, look where we're at down here. Here's SPX. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can sweep this low. And you can even see how 42 is very significant, being yesterday's low. Let's see if we can sweep this and reclaim it and try to fill this gap back up. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. All right, right now it's just, it's all speculative. I am not super excited with the way they left things today. So everything's tested. Makes life a little bit difficult on the buy side for sure. So let's see what we got. All right. So this anywhere in here. Here is our 4 hour. I said that was potentially still untested. Let's see if we do anything here, guys. Do I even have my trade copiers up and all that shit? I do. Okay. All right. And GPY. Okay. All right. Here we go. Are they going to, they just swept yesterday's low. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's see if we're going to hold this. If we can push back above the open, which is the daily at 48, it'll be a pretty clear sign that we're going to boogie. And the 4 hour at 46. All right, I'm going to start this little long here. Stops are very mitigated underneath the local lows there. Looks like we're going to get some action here, guys. First target here would be the 57. All right. And then we'll see how much higher we can get if it continues to go. If not, then not. You guys know what it is. I prefer to see us push back above the open, obviously. Let's see if we can get some mojo. All right. Guys, I am adding in above this level here. And here, let me just show you what I'm looking at. And they may stop me out. We haven't really got that push yet. Let me see what we can do here. 57.50, 56.25. And I want to take some more up here. I'm going to take some here at 64, 62. Boom. Boom. All right, let's see if we can get some love, y'all. So again, that was the whole thought process, right? We sweep yesterday's low. We maintain 42. We get back above the open. Let's see if we can get a little squeeze higher. That would be the idea. At least let's try to get some T1s here, right? Get back to VWAP. And ultimately, you know, as long as we stay above 42, like I said this morning, we are ultimately bullish. And obviously, it looks like this 20 down here is actually doing a little something. I wasn't so sure it was going to. But hey, listen, follow the process, right? Whether you like it or not. So we'll see. Let's just get a little push. I'd like to get at least my first reduction. We'll see. Let's go, Tim. I know you're long. I already know you are. I don't even gotta ask. All right. Let's see. 49. Oh, you beat me. Let's go. All right. This is, for me, this is probably really any lower than this, and I'm going to be a little sketched out about longs. I'll just be frank. So I would like to, I don't know if the gap's going to get filled today, obviously, but, you know, a little half gap would be nice, something like that. Pam, I'm glad to see you made it, Pam. PJ's, glad to see you here. John Pasticcio, I don't even know how you say that name. Picachi, whatever. Pleasure, I'm glad you're here. David, also. And we got a nice crew here today. Where's Rob at? Is Rob here today? Rob's not here. Rob apparently couldn't sleep last night, guys. He was up all night coding. I got messages from him at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see. I talked to him this morning. I asked him if he was going to be here. He wasn't sure. So he said he would come, but he might be late. So we'll see. So now we wait, right? We just wait. Can they kick it in high gear for us, please? All right. Let's get this push, Bryce. Let you get your money before 10 a.m. I know how you feel about that. So handcuff mouse to the chair. Yeah, seriously. I don't let him come up for air until he's done. Well, hopefully they're going to go for us here. They're certainly not getting any mojo off the rip. Just hold this open. Let's get a little action. Right now it's looking a little soft, isn't it? I hope so. Now to shake me out, they come much lower. Let me make sure all my stuff's working here. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Make it go, Bryce. Make it go. You know, you'd think after this nice little sweep that they would have at least came back up to VWAP here. So we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe she's got a heavy lean. We'd certainly see that sellers are hitting us hard right now. Let's just hope they can hold this low. If not, we'll take this stop. Move on to the next one. That potential downside lean is really leaning, huh? My gracious. A little concerned about that, honestly. Look at VIX spike. Holy shit, that's a hell of a fucking opening spike on VIX. Let's see what happens here at the 1620, but she's not looking good for us. I smell a stop incoming. Either way, guys, if we get stopped out here, we're still going to use 42 as our big pivot here. So depending on how we reclaim, then of course they open. Oh, here comes my stop. All right. That's a tragedy. There we go. What'd you do? What did you do, Tim? How did they know? How did they see me? You know, if this decides to reclaim here, I will not be scared to get back in this. But I got to tell you, this 4 hour looks pretty leaning to the downside right now. It's going to take a miracle to get this thing to go back up. I was hoping we were going to get a little squeeze right there, but looking pretty heavy right now. You know, if we close the 4 hour underneath here, we lose on the 4 hour. So this is a critical moment for these guys here, especially on the daily time frame as well. If we close underneath 42, we have lost on the daily time frame. So it's going to be a very important day for us on what's going to happen here. So this is our trigger here at 36. If the 33 1 hour was going to play, I'm not sure that it's going to, but we're going to find out right now. Feels pretty heavy. What do you guys think? Come on, work your number for us. Where's the bulls when we need them? They're always here when we don't want them. Where are you at now? Let's put it on ETH. Let's see what's going on. Oh. I know it's a very large gap. I know. I see it. I don't know if they're going to get it, though, dude. Honestly, it's hard to say. They just have some serious lean to the downside right now. It's heavy as hell. I'd like to hope that they could hold it on a Friday, but some of the most epic sell-offs we've seen are on Fridays, where they end the week with just massive amounts of blood. So we'll see. I actually kind of like this cash session view a little bit better here. We'll see. This is the spot. This is kind of it for me. If not, it gets real, and it gets real fast. Let's see. They're touching this 4 hour down here. Excuse me. Well, downside lean for real, for real. Yeah, I see that, Zoo. The 1620 VIX. Yep. This thing is getting nailed to the cross right now. Hey, what's up, Diamond Duck? Pleasure to see you. Yeah, it's deep red open, huh? Down 69 points already. It's our last spot here on SPX. Otherwise, there's nothing else for a long time. You just go ahead and go out to a 30-minute time frame. We could still come down here and sweep this 7,500 on SPX, but yep, I feel that, Tim. There's nothing for a while. The only thing we have here, guys, if we continue to push down, like I said, is that 10. But I wouldn't count on it saving anything. I think it could play back to like 27. So we'll see. We're touching that previous weekly point of control right now. So who knows? When they had the move yesterday and then they fell back below our support level, really 77 was the big spot for us. And then they smacked it in the overnight session. I immediately looked at that like, oh man, as I was writing it, this trade plan, they were hitting this. And I'm like, ugh, that's gross. So hey, if you guys, any Marvel fans out there, last night I was watching, they have Spider Noir, which is actually it's done by Nicolas Cage. He plays Spider Noir. He's the producer of it too. It's pretty good. I watched a few episodes last night. Of course, I'm a Spider-Man fan. So if you guys get a chance, you should check that out. It's fun stuff. Yeah, I saw that, Pam. We're working on breaking that 20 spot. Not good. Not good for the Bulls. We talked about at some point in time this support was going to have to break, and we just simply didn't have anything to get excited about worth playing down here. So keep the loss under control, and it is what it is. From a daily perspective, my God, we can come down really far underneath the 27. They can come down really far. So we'll see what happens if we sweep these lows down here. But look at VIX going. VIX is really giving us a pretty strong sign right now. We push above the 1620. We're going to get some more significant headwind, unfortunately. Oh, thank you, sir. Good to know about GC. Pretty rough. I do think the 75-10 will play. I just don't know how much it's going to play for. So just as a heads up. If it does play, guys, we want to see 75-10 here, be back above 17. As that's also the previous weekly value area low. She dying. So, guys, this is yesterday's ETH low right here, just to let you know. We basically just pushed below it right now. It basically come down into the 23 last night, or early morning, about 6 a.m. So we just swept yesterday's ETH low. Not sure it's going to do anything for us, but just to kind of like give you some context of where we're sitting at. I don't like being under 27, 42, and especially 27. It scares me to death for longs. I'm going to go ahead and pull this 30-minute over, show you the cash session 30. So here's that 10 down here. You can see we had multiple wicks down here. That's also the previous weekly value area low. So I said if they play this and reclaim this 17 area, we could potentially get a little squeeze, but I don't think it's going to save it. So we'll see. A little calm before the storm, huh? Look at something here. Sorry, guys, I'm looking for spots here right as we speak. Let's see what we can do. All right, so we got some swing lows here coming in, just to let you guys know. 75.15 is our RTH swing low on this cash session move to the high, just as a reference point. We also have another one all the way down at 05, which is the ETH swing low for the leg to the high. Again, just reference points. VIX is cruising. All right, this is the previous weekly value area low down here. It's a big spot. As you guys can see, we've talked about this previously. We have a serious bearish imbalance below this. Shit gets real underneath this area. So gotta be careful here. That's the weekly as well. Okay, cool. It's that goofy 1 hour down here at 19. Actually getting a little reaction off of that, aren't they? It's because it's that value area low. If 10 can reclaim 15, I think it'll squeeze back into 23 and 27 at least. But we'll see. It's kind of the last hurrah, especially as we come down into the 7501 on SPX. We'll see. Look at this level play. A little 1 hour trying to save the day. Note to self, buy gold. Let's see what we got. Guys, I'm just being super patient right now. I don't really have a setup, just to be quite frank. The only buy spot I have truly is this 10, unless I wanted to buy 17. Okay, Duck, I see you. Maybe a little love off of that, it looks like. Yeah, a little bit of a fight here, huh? It's this last untested spot that just so happens it's with that previous weekly value area low. You guys know how I like those levels. But we'll see what happens here. I know, right? I know, it's crazy. The question is this 1 hour going to hold us? It's crazy. It's really just the value area low down here. It has to be because the weekly, because it's crazy hold. 78 points. Are we down 1% now? Did we actually come down 1% finally? Did they finally? Yeah, we are. We're down 1%. I didn't think we were allowed to do that anymore. I thought Trump did an executive order, said no more red days. Of course, I guess the day's not over, right? Who knows? That would be a crazy squeeze, though, to go back green. Man, it's hard to believe this is holding. What do you think, Bryce? All right. Unbelievable. Diamond Duck got that sniper shot down there at 17. We get back above 27, though. Let's come up kind of nice. We'll see. You guys know I love the weekly value area highs and lows, so let's see. Looks like it could potentially sweep the low of yesterday on SPX as well if they can get back above 75.20. Just talking for now. Obviously, we all know 42s are a big level here, so. Yeah, VIX is just on a moon mission right now. Let's see how much higher if they're going to keep pushing this thing. Oh! Ugh. Some of the worst spread days I've seen have been on Fridays. Let's see if they give us one today. I don't know. Shit, we haven't had a 1% down day in I don't even know how long it's been. I tell you, Tim, that's a hell of a gap up there. Tough day indeed, Shane. Mama told me there'd be days like this. 7,500. That's that gamma flip down there. Surprised Trump hasn't seen this 1% down. They're like, the war's almost over. Well, surely underneath 42, this thing is soft as hell, isn't it? This is our 42 here. They tried to get it, and it was just over with. It's hard to be excited about a long, I'll tell you that. And 10 might play, but it's certainly hard to get excited about it. The one thing I do want to point out to you guys is 10 looks like it's relatively close for SPX as well. So check this out. We have some serious wicks here in SPX with the 7501. See if they can sweep these and reclaim 7501. That would coincide with this 10 pretty nice. And it is almost got it. That's that 7501 on SPX there. If this 10 plays, we want to see it get back above 15 and 17. Man, VIX is not letting up. What are you going to do, 10? What are you going to do? You going to give us some juice? Sketchy. Yeah, they back tested 15 instead of getting above it. VIX is on its way. Ooh-wee, VIX. My gracious. Here it goes. She's pushing. So, guys, we're starting to clean up this bearish imbalance that I showed you. It could come all the way down here. We'll see what happens at the gamma flip level, but 86 is certainly a possibility. And I will say one thing: if this thing is, we haven't come down in a long time, and I was just talking about VIX this morning in the plan, saying that every time we get super low on VIX and the $14, $15 handle, I write about it and talk about how it's due for a pop. And here we go with the pop. So you got to be careful with ES because, as VIX continues to launch from down here, it's almost like a short squeeze. It dumps ES and then it's like catching a falling knife doesn't even work. So got to be really careful with that.
FBD 30
Wow.
ES.
Do you see what they played? They literally played it to take that swing low there. It's crazy. This is the sweep on SPX if they're going to do it. Okay, let's see what we got. I am long here, by the way. I'm going to take some profits around 23 if it'll get there. If not, then I'll just take another one to the face. So strange, it didn't actually sweep that swing low. Touched it almost to the tick. This SPX is what actually got the sweep there. So we got to be careful, guys. We are underneath 75.23. This is now untested from the bottom up. If they come up into this level, we could expect a reaction here. We have quite the selling tail. I'll just say that on the profile right now. Doesn't mean shit, but and that doesn't mean they have to come clean it up, especially with no real great support. Well, 19 was our 1 hour level, if you guys recall. Now we're playing that from the back. I was hoping to at least get to 23 there. I am more than likely not going to sit through this because we didn't actually make a new low down here. I'd like to see him come down into the 7,500. We basically touched this 20-day moving average, but we literally touched the low right there. It's crazy. They couldn't do anything with that. Yeah. Struggle bus. Pam, you called it. 7,500. Got super close. It's not over yet. See what happens here. Apple is up. Yeah. 7,500 is important on the Keltner channels. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's our football and gamma flip down here as well. Some confluence. Let's see what we're doing here. Watch this 23 on the back test. I'm a little concerned. The only thing I'm not concerned, I like the fact that SPX just sweeped. So we'll see. We did not sweep on ES though. We actually touched it to the tick, which is crazy. SPX, just to let you guys know, did get a full-blown sweep though. So we'll see. What are you gonna do? Guys, we touched that 20-day moving average like perfectly. So I'm going to take some profits here at 23. If we can get there. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Move BE on this. It's crazy that we actually did not sweep on ES. We played it to the tick, but SPX is what got that sweep. There's my targets. Let's see what happens here. That 4-hour level held. Crazy. Didn't even invalidate it at all. Great stuff. It was Pam's Apple call. She's like, "Oh no, Apple." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Slow sweep made you nervous? Yeah. Well, gap fill, dude, that would be fucking love. I mean, I'll find another way to get in. That would be great. I'm flat myself, but a little squeeze would be nice, especially after SPX swept. That would be ideal. Strange that ES didn't sweep though, literally to the tick touch there. It's a little disappointing. We do also, Tim, just to kind of show you this, and it doesn't mean we have to come up here, but like we didn't get it here until the next day, which was yesterday, but pretty large selling tail. A lot of times this inefficiency will get cleaned up. And I don't know if it's going to be today, but they cleaned it up. Like I said, over here, they ended up cleaning up the next day. So yeah, lots of singles. I'm going to go ahead and just mark off where they need to come to up here. The open, basically. Well, it's a great target there on 27, which is no surprise for us. We've talked about 27 multiple times. Just taking it line to line at this point. I'm going to go ahead and move this thing down here for the bearish imbalance. You're taking me to Pound Town today, guys. We always have a great Friday. Come on, day's not over yet. Let's go. Ryan, is there a study we can add on TradingView, those gamma levels? So the study on TradingView, the trade plan companion, if I mention them in the plan, which I usually do, especially if they're around an area of significance, they will be in the string for you to add on. Here, I'll show you. So let me just pull this down so you can see. So here it is. You see how the put wall is down here? Okay. Because I mentioned that it was a lower put wall, so it marks it. Well, there's one here, right? One here, call wall. So you can manually add levels, just to let you know if you wanted to. You can come right here. Down here, you can add, so you can add 5 additional levels if you wanted to. That way they, line up with, the way this looks, but yeah. So I've got it so it adds them if I basically talk about it around some sort of area of confluence. Tim, don't get me excited on a squeeze, brother. Because they definitely swept that shit on SPX. I just wish they would have done it for ES. But I will say this, from a cash session perspective, they absolutely did sweep it. They just didn't sweep it on the ETH side, which is really what I was looking for since we were right there. But they did hold that 4-hour at the low. Look how close they got. Right? Crazy. Right there. Unbelievable. And that's okay. I mean, that 4-hour, like I said, that 10, I didn't love it. But the ideal target, I think, it's even in the trade plans. If it plays, we're looking to target 27. Let me see if I can even find it. 75.10. Yeah, here it is, right here. Actionable setup at 75.10 plays. We want to reclaim 19 and ultimately the 27. They need to regain 27 at a bare minimum and then get back above 42 to continue the upside progression. Yep, no problem, Pim. You got it. This thing might hold. This thing might keep going. I hope. That'd be cool. I don't know how many get in this thing, but wrong button. That's not what I meant to do. All right, so this is our big 27 here. Need to pop this. Pop this, it'll take us back to 42. Maybe. We still got 33 to deal with, but it'd be a good sign to get back above 27. We had a massive amount of sellers here at this 4 hour. They got stuffed on that push up. Sellers are really trying and they're just getting absorbed on the way up. Question is what's 33 going to do? I see VIX had a nice little wick high here. Let's see if we can get back underneath this 1620, alleviate a little pressure. I know that you guys can see what's happening here. We're basically butting heads on our daily level here for SPX. This also happens to be our weekly point of control. If they can push back over this, we might have a little something here, guys. It's insane they missed that sweep. It's unbelievable. Back above the 23, back above the 27. Our next big marker is up here, 42. Can they do it? You can do it. Trying to get this spot here. I don't know if they're going to give it to me. Just taking little inches here, guys, until I know we can actually reclaim something worth talking about. I'm a little worried about this daily right here. Damn, I thought that was going to be it for me. I'm a little worried about that daily. So let's see. Come on, push up there. Sellers are still trying hard and they're getting absorbed, FYI. It's another huge batch of sellers who couldn't send it lower. So it appears that they could send it higher. Come on, give me. Oh, I turned that off. I'm like 2 ticks away from getting filled here. I don't know if they're going to give it to me. This daily right here has got my full attention. I don't really want to take it early because it's not very much momentum. I'm going to go ahead and just go break even here. Get up there. Come on, 1 tick. You kidding me? All right, here, I'll just take that. All right. So guys, we're going to start getting back above our daily on SPX. This could really give us a pretty good amount of alleviated pressure. My only concern is it's starkly different than the daily that we have for ES. So it leaves us in a very interesting predicament. Do we trust SPX and just get long above the daily in the 4 hour, or do we wait to get long above the daily at 42? Very difficult decision here. I'm just going to be honest about it. I love the fact that we swept on SPX and we did sweep on the cash session. No question about it. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. I actually have a 1 hour cash session chart. Same thing. We swept this massive structure. Made our push higher, so we'll see. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, dick for a tick has cost me so many times. It's like, now I'm just like, fuck it, it's close enough. I like the fact that we're over 27, but we're not out of the woods by being below 42. That's for damn sure. They reclaimed 42 though, guys. We should really go. I mean, that'll be a market buy for sure. It's just wild to me. They literally held that ETH low to the tick down there, that swing low. Insane. I do like the fact that VIX is coming back. Let's push below 1620. If they sell back and we fill this gap up, this thing could really start going. We'll see. It's all going to matter right here. Hey, Bryce, these 1 hour levels are just absolutely incredible today, aren't they? It's ridiculous. Seriously. But I mean, that's why I took my profits there, because it was untested. So I'm like, I have to take it because you just never know. Shit. Plus, it's right here with this daily and, on SPX. Like, is that it? Is that all they're going to give us? Assholes. The sellers won that batch. Here's the way it looks on the 1 hour chart, guys, just to show you. This is that leg to the high here. And they're playing this 1 hour. Absolutely perfect. Give a little smack. I know I'm showing you guys the RTH chart on the other one, so I want to give you context where this was coming from. Oh. Yeah, I see that, Zoo. Look at that pop from there. It's a nice little pop on the 1620, huh? Oh. Come on, give us the juice. The thing is, guys, just so you understand how I'm looking at this too, is that right now I have 46.25. Well, I guess this is untested right here. 46.25 is an untested 4 hour. Let me go ahead and just change it to the 4 hour. And other than that, they push above that, it's going to be good. So we're not exactly home free over yesterday's low. It could actually smack from around the open. So we'll see. By all rights, 57 is technically untested too, but I think we can get away with that one once we're above 48. We'll see. We got 5 minutes until we set IB, our initial balance. Obviously, right now it's looking like it's going to be the downside, but man, that 1620 Zook should play perfectly. That was like perfect confluence with that daily on SPX area right here. Oh, you're still on? Tragic. Maybe not. Maybe they'll save you. I hope they save you. Guess we should have got a short for 20, huh? It was out of process for me to short that. Well, it's a 1 hour, but I guess that's about saying. Oh, Rob must have passed out. Hey, guy's working so hard, it's crazy. Yeah, I maybe Bryce, maybe it's tough. This is tough because we're below all the bullshit. You know what I mean? VIX above 1620. I'm fairly bearish underneath 42 and 7520 SPX. If that was anything but a 1 hour, Bryce, I probably would have shorted it. I guess I could have got short underneath 27, but that was pretty wild. I was hoping we were going to squeeze when SPX sweep right there. I was a little hesitant to get short. The Bulls are dropping the ball today. But I welcome a nice little pullback though, because God, I'd love to, get out of this range again. Yesterday when we got out of the range, we had an excellent trade. So let's get down out of this range so we can come down and grab a new daily or something and just get some new price action. As we sit in these multi-day, multi-week balances, it makes it extremely hard for me to pick a direction. And I know what the process tells us, but like I've been saying for weeks, I'm like, at some point in time, support's going to break, right? We don't know where it's going to be, but today was great because it was all tested. So it was pretty clear. What I hate is when you got something untested and price just rips right through it. So today was fairly clear, like we talked about in the outlook, before the market, but we'll see. This thing seems to think that we have the potential to break the IV low here. We'll see. Are you giving up on the squeeze, Bryce? Is that it? It's over with for you? Not yet. I hear you. It's a tough call, right? We know 20 is a banger, right? We played it yesterday, and we know this daily is serious. Like, look at these. Look where we're sandwiched at. It's crazy. Like, you can't. What do you do here? Well, VIX might come back down. Oh, that'd be cool. Shit. Bryce, you might be right. That'd be great. Love that. I hope that you are. Freaking laser beams. And that 4 hour down there is holding up 75.10. They gonna give us the juice or what? Looks like it's trying to down here, doesn't it? They're really trying to legit hold this sweep. Hey, I like what VIX is doing here. This looks halfway promising. Oh, look at that. Look at that retest of that daily, though. That was nice. What are they going to do right here? This is the kicker for us right here. Man, if this thing goes, let's see what happens. Is that what Donald Trump said? That's so funny. He's already putting tweets out there, huh? With great jobs reports, like just announced, the stock should go up, not down. It's because somehow or another, bad news is good news. Right? You can't, good news doesn't play well for the, keeping the rates steady or lowering rates. Good news gives them reasons to raise the rates because the economy's doing well. Yep. Good news is bad news. Yep. It's weird, but it's true. Yo, Sco, what's up, baby? Good to see you, man. Bryce, you might get that squeeze after all, dude. Let's see what happens. I hope you're right. The VIX is coming down. Let's get something a little more granular. Let's see if we can break this joint. Please, that'd be great. We got a lot of work to do before that happens, but it would be great. This little thing here looks like she's about to W out on the SPX. Yep, I see it. I see it on ES and on SPX. See if it can do anything for us. Can we get back to VWAP maybe with it? Take us back to VWAP. Now's their opportunity. They lose it here, it's probably over. This is that daily head bump on SPX. I know. It's crazy. The W, go Cubs. They put a shit out. They should have put out shitty job numbers, and then we could have made new all-time highs. The bureaus of lies and statistics. Seriously, that is honestly what it feels like, isn't it? Are they going to hold this 23? If they don't hold this 23, this thing might come back down. Looks like our daily is going to get us that rejection. Unfortunately, they want to break this 23. It's no bueno. Our little bot said it was high probability of breaking the IB low. So it's unfortunate. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Let me go ahead and get rid of, I'll keep that for now. We're still holding that previous weekly value area low for now. Anything's possible here. All right, be good, Bryce. Take care of yourself. Looks like short on our 23 might be the ticket here. As you guys know, that was our spot from yesterday's low. Right here. Couldn't get above the daily at 27. You couldn't stay above the 4 hour at 23. So we'll see. We definitely need to break this weekly into a red. I agree with you, Doug. Let's break some records here. It's a little ridiculous. Oh, he's buying calls down here, okay. Well, this is not fun. This is how our day is going to go today. We're going to gap down and stay here. Come on, bust a move. One way or the other. After all, the economy is doing really good. That's right. It's going to be huge. Oh. Did you guys see that Andrew left from Citron Research? They found him guilty of the stock manipulation on social media. I used to follow that guy when I traded stocks all the time because he used to move the market. If he was short, the market would just dump on his ass. And they're talking about giving him like double-digit years now. Yeah, he's going to get like 20 years, something like that over that shit. Yeah, it just came out yesterday. You guys, you know what I'm talking about, Zook? The Andrew Left, the Citron guy? Yeah. Yeah, look it up. You'll find it on Google. He just got convicted yesterday. They're going to throw the book at his ass, unfortunately. It's crazy because nobody likes a short seller, right? They're like the enemy always. You know? So, if he was doing that to the long side, they wouldn't say a fucking word. Right? So, looks like they're going to try to come get that IB low. We'll see. I still think under 23 was the right move here, but we'll see. Hasn't gone yet. So, they cannot pop that 75.20 on SPX. But you never know. As long as they sit down here, anything can happen. We moved from 49 to 05. We've been sitting here for a little over an hour. Not exciting. We're holding that 15 like it's the Bible. Well, okay then. Oh. It's a shame we haven't had more of a move today. Trump's trying. He's trying right now. You think he knows like that the S&P is on a record right now with weeks, and he like tries to continue to keep things up? So he's like, I'm the only president who was able to keep 10 straight green weeks. Guys, this is lame. Full disclosure, I was short under 23 and they just popped up and took my runners out. I was trying to get to 10 in the IB low, but I'm flat now. I just don't know which way it's going to go, and I'm obviously leaning to the downside. But Billy, what's up, dude? Selling liquidity for SpaceX. You're going to need it. $1.75 trillion IPO I saw this morning. It's crazy. All right, you're going to need all your shekels. You need all of them. I hear it's coming out at like $135, but it's hard to tell if that's already overpriced or not. Nah, I'm not interested in it either. This is a terrible afternoon. My gracious. Well, Tim, send us the tweaker confidential or whatever. I think it's that time. Tweaker geographic. Next on Tweaker Geographic. The YouTube lottery. That's seriously right. That's the way it feels. There we go. Yay. Let's have a little fun. Let's see what this. Those are always fun. I'm glad you introduced those to me. That's good. I like that. It's good stuff. Well, guys, one thing I can tell you for sure, we don't know how the day is going to end, but they closed the daily under 42, and especially 27. We are going to drift down. It'll be a very interesting close for the day. It'll pretty much mean everything. As this is, let me just pull this up. And we've talked about this a few other times. I'm just kind of filling some time here. I'll show you guys. And let my pen come up here. Where you at, pen? Here we go. This is our support. And then this is the leg up. We played it. We close the daily underneath here. We lose on the daily time frame. We close underneath 27. We get back in this leg. We could traverse all the way down at least to here. 34.50. So just remember that when we talk about the weekend review. I mean, obviously it depends on where we close today, but that's the concept. If we close below 42, we've lost on the daily time frame. It might be at anyway, but obviously under 27, this is the outcome that we're looking for. So I hope that clears everything up for people on my expectations here. And this daily close is going to be huge for us because we either lose or we don't. We either continue to come down or we won't. And it really all comes down to this daily close since we're flirting with this levels down here. But I got to tell you, Tim, if they hold this, wouldn't it be crazy if we filled that gap? That would be absolutely obscene. Trump's working up a tweet right now as we're sitting here. You believe it. If he's already complaining about the market being down after a good jobs report, you better believe he's like, okay, what can I say? What can I do? Right? Look, this is our day, though. It's shameful. This is a half-hour candles, right? One move down, and then here we are, just chilling. Awesome. That is a great GIF. That is fantastic, Sue. I love that. I'm gonna save that. I like that. There's so many good ones on here. It's awesome. Okay, there's our next candle close. It's the 1 hour close there. VIX is looking a little soft. Will it maintain its softness? Can we finally push above this daily? Doesn't look like it. Yes, exactly. It loves the 1620, doesn't it? What is this thing going to do? Back underneath the 23, guys. Always fun. This 75-15 is like church. They're loving it. Just to make up for a little bit of my morning since you guys saw me take that loss, I keep shorting underneath 23. They keep missing me. Oh, shit. I'm just trying to scalp my way back to freedom here. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm break even again, but watch 15 knock me out. They did it last time. It's crazy. Unbelievable. I must have missed by not even a tick. One tick. It's crazy. They're going to fucking break even me again right here. Wow. Wow. No soup for you. What up, Sam? What's up, Sam? Yeah, I didn't want to bias anybody. I'm just scalping a little bit. I was trying to get 8 points there, but I'm not sure I'm going to get it. They missed me by a tick. I didn't want it to show it on the screen. It's nothing. It's not a real trade. It's just me trying to pick up some pennies in front of a steamroller. Oh. What, are you on YouTube, Sam? Oh, no, you're in the room. I see you. Oh, I never see you in here. It's nice to see you. You're too busy dominating the NQ room. Nice to see you come hang out with us slow timers over here. Yeah, YouTube's still going. I got YouTube and Substack up. There's about 75 people on there. It's a shame because I can't control the market. We're not doing shit. Rollover is Monday. I think so. I think the last final day is the 18th, I think. Let's take a look. We might as well. Yeah. Oh, Sam. Yes, Sam is a beast. I know. Let's see if I can finally get this fill. I moved it down. Give me the juice. I'll take that. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's look up this rollover. Looks like this 1620 is going to hold. We do have a 1 hour level here, guys, that I do not like, but it's there at 11. If they hold that, we'll see. Doubtful. But. All right. So here we go. We got 620 as expiration. Roll is 616. So let's see what we got here. So yeah, it starts next Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there. Monday, Tuesday, because it says the 16th. So I think the last day is either the 18th or the 19th, one of those 2 days. But it says the 20th, which is Saturday. So it's got to be that Friday, 18th or 19th. Yeah. And this is, it starts on the 16th, so Tuesday. Yeah, it's up there, Sam. I didn't see you post any comments. There he is. Very late to the party. What's up, homie? I see you. Sven Sam Anderson. Is that you, Sam? That's what's up. Oh, now we wait. Oh. This is about all the fun that I could possibly handle today. This massive, what is this? 17-point range, 16-point range. Jesus Christ. Fucking shoot me already. They're so close to this gamma flip strike. It's insane. Look at VIX. VIX is holding that 1620 so far. I thought it was going to look flaccid, but it appears that it's going to hold after all. Based on what this little thing that I've built, it says we have a 83% chance of breaking the IB low here. Not perfect, but we'll see. NQ. I haven't looked at NQ since Monday. I should probably take a look. Can somebody post a chart of NQ so you can see what it looks like? I'm kind of curious where it's at. Zoot, how about you? I like your levels. Let's see where we're at. You know, I could probably pull it up on TradingView. It's delayed, but oh shit, NQ's down here too. This looks like ass too. It's crazy. How do I change the times? Oh, that's right. Do it right here. I have delayed data display yet, you guys? The 709 Zoom? Yeah, right here. It looks like it could be a nice little sweep spot too. This looks tested. This is definitely tested. This is tested. This is the last daily on NQ right here, guys. It's untested. 709. Yep, we're here. I don't think it's going to hold up, but we didn't gain anything. And we lost on the hour. We're going to lose on the 4 hour. We're going to lose, period. I mean, other than the daily time frame, we're still up, but I think it looks like it's going to be a loss as well. So we'll see. Look at VIX go. Looks like they're coming for that IB low. kind of like this where it pop up, look to short from the mid, target that spot. Yeah, that 98 put wall gamma flip, 21 day on the daily, interesting. Okay. Here's the 20 day right here at 04. We just touched it. Oh. There you go. Check out this profile. Double block low here. They're coming for that. Oh, that's a shame. Wow. You trying to get to IV low? Yeah, it's a good target. I don't see why I won't get it. I love the retest of the low there. It's like, come on, just go already. Stop giving us so much pain. Let's just get this shit over with. And I despise days like this. Really test your patience, you know? Wow. We got London closed in 10 minutes. Jeez. They're trimming your position like grass, huh? I wish they'd just go ahead and bust this low and get it over with. A little back test of that 01 there. Push it. Break it. Come on, you can do it. There we go. There it is. That's like we actually finally swept a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't call that a sweep. It was one tick, but you know, you get the idea what I'm saying. Let's see if they can get down in there to 7,500. Let's go. This will be interesting down here. If they just slice right through it and selling accelerates, which based on this, it looks like it's possible, or if they reclaim off of it. Almost. Get there. There we go. It's a great tip. All right, so this is it. This is the real sweep. The 7,500 pull a stick save here, take us back up, or does the inevitable happen and we finally get to rotate? Nice touch of that 7,500. Just as a heads up, if we do pop back up here, 2350 looks like it's untested to me. I can move this bearish imbalance down a little bit. Starting to clean that shit up, you guys. Got a little bit left, down to 46. I don't know if they're going to do it today, but as you know, I've been walking this down from 17. So we're 20 points into it so far. Clean the inefficiencies. I would have held for lower if this wasn't the gamma flip wall. Sam, you are the GOAT, bro. So consistent, it's crazy. It'd be interesting to see if they trigger a sweep long here. Back above 05 and ultimately 10, we could come all the way up to 23 and maybe higher. We'll see. Yeah, we do have a lot of killers in here, don't we? This is an awesome room. We have some really good people in here. I love this room. It's like family. We're certainly not getting that pop I wanted. I really wanted them to reclaim. I thought we were like, okay, let's really go. Oh, is it the RTH daily Zoom? And that's that sweep. Yeah, okay. I'll keep an eye on that. Thank you. Bad. Yeah, this is the level he's talking about right here, Sam. This daily at 709. Just so happens it's lines up perfectly with our gamma flip level, so we'll see. They're trying. You're long. I'm thinking about it. I'm just waiting. I might join you here soon. We're back above the swing low here. See it? We played the gamma flip. This is right out of the trade plan. If we can squeeze higher here, 23 is our first target. I'm waiting for this thing to get 3 points above 05, so basically around 08. How many points do I stay in for a losing trade before I get out? It depends. I mean, it's usually the swing low or the swing high. It just depends on where I'm entering at. That's where the actionable setup comes into play. So if I get long above the actionable setup, right, then I know my stop can easily go below that low, and underneath that it's validated. Yeah. But generally, if I don't follow the actionable setup and I just like a level and I'm basically like waiting, let's just say that I wanted to get long 75.10. Okay. Like right here, if I want to get long 75.10, my stop would essentially be about 5 points, 5 to 7 points on very small size. And then I wait for it to get above my actionable setup. And then I add into it. And all my stops go underneath the swing low after the actionable setup. Does that make sense, TR? So it's like if I really love a level, I will rest very small there. And I keep my stop, small as well, 5 points. And then I continue to add in after we do the actionable setup. And those stops go underneath the swing low. So I kind of have staggered stops, if that makes sense. And then once we start to get T1, et cetera, then I move to break even. But I don't move my stops until we get my first target. Oh. Barcoding straight up.
Daily FBD.
All right, I'm getting the trigger for the FBD long, for the sweep long. Not sure I want to be in this yet, but my indicator says it's time. They're certainly protecting 7,500, aren't they? I hope they go for you, Zug. Wouldn't that be dope if they squeezed hard to sell right now? Where's Trump with his tweet? He's like, they're at the gamma flip level, guys. We got to say something crazy. Skill, you're a beast too, bro. Why you're bullshitting? Yeah. Yeah, above 75.10 is the kicker here. And obviously the daily at 01 for ES. If they'll do it. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. Got that bearish lean going on hard. VIX is not helping at all. War's over. Bye, bye, bye. If I could just get 10 points, I'd get myself back to green. Shit hasn't moved. Okay, Sco, I hear you. Listen, this is a tough day. I'm red too. I had a great day yesterday. We all did. And then today is a little bit more difficult because they're just not they're not moving down or up. You know what I mean? So it's like they're moving down, but Jesus, this pace is terrible. I'm down $600 on each account right now. Not super excited about it, but like I said, if I could just get a freaking move here, 10 points is all I need. Oh no, Zoog, no. Look at it. Look at this thing. Look at this. That's 1620 though, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. So this is our next spot. I see no reason why I can't come here. But I guess we'll find out. See what happens right here. And there she comes. Well, I'm loving that we're having a down day, guys. We're down 100 points. Does it feel like 100 points to anybody else? I know that the majority of it was in the overnight session, obviously, but it certainly doesn't feel like 100 points to me. I guess it's because only 50 of it has been during the cash session. But man, the 1620 VIX. What a beast. I got the FOMOs right now, short to clean this up, but it's such a terrible idea. Someone hold Sam. Hold him. You know, this could go bad real fast now underneath 7,500. Yeah, you're right, Sco. If we did, all right, if we reclaimed, it's not. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're coming down now. Probably end up all the way down there at 74.32 before this is over with. Wish we could get a candle change so I could actually play something. I guess the FOMO long underneath 7,500 would have been okay, huh? That was my 10 points. Or FOMO short, I mean. I didn't do it, but the VIX is still pushing. How disappointing. We haven't had a candle change in so long. I like to back test anything. The last thing we played was this 1 hour up here. The next great trade that I see, honestly, is 74.35. It's the next great trade. Other than that, we've got some piddly shit in the middle here that I'm not really convinced about. We got this 4 hour, which I don't love, honestly, at 74.85. It's going to fill the imbalance. I got a 4 hour down here at 74.50. Then we've got this big daily leg down here that I like. This is a good spot. But until then, it's just kind of meh. Well, I'd say we basically got this bullish balance, guys. As you can see here on the weekly time frame, they cleaned the whole thing up. So we missed it by a few ticks on candlesticks, but that's it. So that's gone. That's cleaned up. There's that inefficiency almost perfectly. Looks like Rob may join us here. Wow. I'm dying to know what Rob's been doing. He's been MIA. Speaking of the devil,
I know.
I just said I'm dying to know what Rob's been doing.
Oh my god. I don't know if you're dying to know what I've been doing.
What does that mean?
It's just like I'll have to send you like a screenshot of the decisions I'm supposed to be making. It's crazy.
The decisions with your life or what?
No, just like some of these like random super deep code things that honestly I'm not like knowledgeable enough to have a great opinion on, so I have to iterate on it heavily.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty deep.
Yeah, it's just lashing everything together, and it's just all these like thousands of moving pieces. So
I got you.
And making sure that like nothing gets dropped off and lost, and also just going through and cleaning up how some things were done, like the very first iteration that I now need to put like better safety protocols and guards in there and things so things don't silently fail. Like, for instance, there was something with the database for a random database we don't really use that much, but it had some empty rows in it, and it was supposed to backfill those, and it never did. So I had to, diagnose that. Just random stuff.
Right. Sounds like a great time. Is this what you stayed?
Oh yeah.
Is this what you stayed up on all night?
This is what I was doing all night. It's just like it's the little nitnoid stuff, but it's the difference between it working and not.
Well, you certainly haven't missed anything here. We're like slow grinding down. We moved down and then we sat sideways for almost 2 hours.
We were sideways for almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's terrible. And now we're
But
just
the other thing,
grinding.
I just thought it was interesting that it was the, all the positive job news is setting us down.
Apparently, Trump said the same thing in a tweet this morning. So he's like, it's not supposed to work like this.
It's not supposed to work like this. Well, I think it could be like to your point that you mentioned a few days ago, that like there's a 60% chance that they'll raise rates. And so if people are getting jobs and everything, they could raise rates. Like they have less
To worry about, yeah.
to worry about, right? So I think it's a rate.
It's a rate thing, yeah.
It's a rate thing. It's a bond market thing, not anything else.
I agree, 100%. It's so funny. We've talked about this before. How, one of the reasons we don't really follow the news is because, you have when good news is bad news and bad news is good news. It's like, how do you ingest that? Like from a
You just got to trade the chart, because if you're a rational person, you'll think about it the incorrect way.
Right? Like Trump is like, why is this happening? Well, guess what? Right. I'm sure he thought we were going to all-time highs today with that job report.
It's like, why is this happening?
Yeah. No, it's tough. I mean, we talked about it just kind of like, shifting to the downside underneath 7,500, but other than just FOMO shorting short underneath it, it's been impossible to get on.
All the structure below it is all like tested, so it definitely could, it was in there playing, like, if this thing goes, it could fucking go.
I know, it's terrible. And then VIX held that 1620 like a goddamn champ. Check this chart out, Rob. I'm going to pull this down for you because you've been gone. Look at this.
Oh my God. That is, it really held up, didn't it?
Absolutely perfect, yeah. So I got this buy on SPX at 45, right? 74.45, but really the one that I like is way down here, and we probably won't get to it today. And if we do, it'll be at the close or something. It's another 60 points lower. So I might be, unless we can back test something, because the thing is we haven't candle changed to actually test anything. You know what I mean? Like, because we sat sideways, when the candle changed, it just dumped.
Yeah.
So.
And I didn't see anything that motivated thing to push down after that sideways,
We had amazing good news. That's what it is. So. Come on, you know the routine. I missed you today. You're always good for commentary.
I'm good for something.
Well, you got that voice for radio,
Yeah. I'm actually surprised I'm still vertical.
Yeah, no, you're crazy. You're gonna crash early today.
Yeah.
Dude, yesterday after we took that long in the afternoon, I was so exhausted from all the winning that I literally went and slept for 3.5 hours. But the issue was, then when I woke up, I had some coffee, did the stream, went to the gym, and then my ass couldn't go to sleep. I was like, I was up till like midnight. I'm like, why? Why did I do that? I got a podcast with Bubba after this. You want to come, or are you good?
I should probably just hammer this out. I'd love to be there, but I really want to be on top of this.
Okay.
That night for Ragamuffin. You have anything down here you even like to lean on to get longer?
Nope. I got a spot right here at 74.85 that I don't particularly care for. Here, I'll pull this chart over. I'll let you see what I'm talking about. First off, let's just go ahead and pull this one over because this is the one that matters. Here's the daily. I don't have shit till we get way down here. Right? But the 4 hour, I got this ugly ass 4 hour that I am not sure it's what it is. I drew it because it's there, but really it's 74.50 and 74.34. And right now 85 is getting a little something, but not enough for me to get excited about. You know what I mean? Especially because
I'm not excited about anything.
No, well, look at SPX. It's the same way. This is the 74, whatever I just said.
Yeah.
And then that's the daily. So, and with VIX doing what it's doing, it's like, okay, like, why would I buy anything here? I mean, I could scalp something. Obviously, 85 is playing, but this weekly might get a little reaction, but we'll see. This is, dude, that monthly level. Yeah, where did that come from? That was sexy as hell. Sometimes I amaze myself here. Yeah, all the way over here. Wow. You know, we talk about this all the time, Rob, when VIX gets down to the $14, $15 handle. It's like you can almost always expect a
You
reaction.
can always count on the volatility.
Yeah. And when it comes fast. You know, it's like, just can't stand in the way. I've blown many accounts trying to catch these knives when VIX is pushing. It was a great 1 hour test there. Not that it's, you know, but dang, that was great. You know, if you'd asked me yesterday, which I think I said in the stream, I mean, we needed that daily leg to hold at 75.20 on SPX. And I was like, well, if that holds, it make all-time highs. And then boom, it flew right through it. Which was our 75.42, basically. Here's the RTH chart. Check it out. We opened and just went right through it, and then just could never come back. Yeah, look at this spot down here, dude. I love this spot. I love this wick to sweep. You can get above. I think this has got some legs to it. So we'll see. This 4 hour doesn't look terrible either, but I like the daily a lot. I won't be upset about getting out of this massive range.
Really neat.
Oh, what a day. They got me for $600 today, Rob. 606. Yeah.
At least it wasn't 666.
Yeah. Maybe after commissions, that's exactly where it is. I should probably take one more loss just to get it away from
There you go. You get on there.
Yeah.
I actually thought it might sweep and go higher.
We did too. We were looking for the sweep. So actually where I took my loss today, because I took a few trades this morning. I'll show you. It's kind of silly, actually. It was right at the open, right here. You see yesterday's low? We swept yesterday's low and played 42 again, and it started to go. So I got long.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, all right, cool. And I was only trying to get to 57 and 64. And then obviously runners to 77 in the gap. They couldn't even get to our first target.
You couldn't even get there.
Yeah. Really disappointing. I guess that's when we knew it was over. Hey, Francisco, you still want to meet after the stream for an hour or something like that, just to go over the stuff we talked about? Or do you want to put it off for another day? Sure. Okay. Now, if you guys get a bunch of spam email, you know it's coming from Francisco. You can blame him.
It's all his fault.
That's right. Don't kill the messenger. I don't know. It will definitely be your fault. Yeah. I'm only the piano player, right? By the way, your song that you wrote, dude, everybody loves that song, dude. everybody. Even TML this morning was like, this shit gets me fired up. Everybody loves that song. Yeah, Tim, that's actually Francisco. He sings, plays the instruments. He's very talented. He's our neighborhood musician. So we still got an hour before the 4-hour candle change, but I think at this point it's pretty certain that we've lost on all time frames. So at this point, the 4-hour, we have so much resistance above us now. It's crazy. It's hard for me just to get straight up short though, because we just candle change now, but it's like we short to lows. It's like, geez Louise. Short to lows on a 112 point down day. Rob, we were just joking around yesterday about how Trump signed an executive order that said no more 1% down days, but we got it today. We definitely got it today. Oh my God. Cannabis stocks are going up another 10% today. Sure looks like massive accumulation to me. I thought it was done yesterday. I was like, damn. Went right down here, and then they popped it up at the end of the day, and here we are again. Oh, here we go. What do you call a guy who hangs out with musicians? The drummer, right? Oh, that's terrible. That's cold.
Huge Ringo Starr fan.
Oh, man. That's terrible, Tim. Oh, that was a monthly test. Wow. I missed that. I see. Well, so guys, VIX is in our big spot right now. This is our ceiling. If it pushes through here, sayonara. But I could see a reaction here on VIX, to be honest. Let's keep an eye on this spot. So did you get everything you needed to get done today, Rob? Are you done for the day? Or are you just gonna lay it down and finish it tomorrow, or what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just gonna keep working. I don't know when done is. Probably still another week, but I think I got the stuff that's structural, that's production ready. I got that done.
Nice. So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Check out VIX on the higher time frame. This thing looks like it could really blow, huh? All this is tested above here. This is tested, this is tested, this is tested. We can come all the way to 23. You didn't bother marking below 29. Yeah, I mean, that's the environment we're in right now, right? Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at VIX just poked above at 1744 monthly. This thing's off to the races. What's crazy is, let's check this out. Look at this VIX. They actually swept that low yesterday. When they came up here, it was on. Massive W with a sweep of the low. Well, guys, I've had just about as much fun as I can handle.
Exciting.
Oh my God, this is just groundbreaking stuff today.
Oh.
I really wish I could have got on this short other than just FOMO shorting underneath 7,500. You just haven't given us a candle change for me yet. You know, I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. And then I'll get off of here. On a 4-hour candle change, I'd love to short 27 and 42, right? Especially 27, solid spot. Right? And on 1 hour, which is what I'm waiting on, they will not pop, so that's the issue. I'd love to short, at this point, 10, 23, or even 46 for that matter. But as you can see, they candle change and they don't pop back to actually get a fade. So it just keeps going and going, which is what we expected underneath 7,500, but still, it's like, these dealers are hedging their ass off right now. Look at VIX go. My gracious. Let's just trying to catch this. Guys, we are so well over our expected range today. The expected range ended up coming up a little higher to 74 points. I think that's actually accounted for the relative volume. But look, relative volume, we started the day plus 10. At the open, we were plus 20. Now we're plus 53. And our total range is 114 points, and we were expected to move 74. And obviously, with the elevated relative volume, it continues to go. So they'll set up a nice buying opportunity. Right, Friday, we talked about it, G, didn't we? I was like, of all the days, I'm like, I've seen some pretty nasty Fridays. Boom. There we go. Crazy. Absolutely insane. This VIX, though, has kind of got me laughing inside. Just unbelievable. You know, if we close above 20% on the day, there's like a 90% chance that we rally on the indices within the next 48 hours. So we'll see. I did a whole post on that. I don't know if anybody has seen that. I wrote it, I don't know, must be about 4 or 5 months old now, but this is a fantastic statistic that has proven true for us time and time again. It doesn't happen very often because they don't ever sell the damn market off, but
yeah, there's usually a rebound after.
Yeah, let me see if I can find this post actually. If you guys haven't read this, I would highly expect. Look at this. When VIX was 12, why it should terrify you. Remember that? All right, here we go. This is the one you need to look up. I'll go ahead and put it in the room. I'll post it in the. Does the gamma flip change throughout the day? No, it doesn't. We only get gamma flip levels once a day. Rob, can you tell them how the option stuff works so I don't have to try to fumble around?
Basically, think of it this way. The big thing about options levels is to use open interest, and that data literally only comes out once a day. And so that's where we lock it in. Technically, there is some nuance about gamma levels moving throughout the day, but sort of industry standard is it's locked in, and that's what it is for the day.
Yeah, and so just one reason why we can't post the levels until the next morning. Can you explain that? Because I know that kind of had me tripped up a little bit too, because you kept saying, well, you guys...
It's all the open interest calculations. Those aren't established until after the close and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's basically, there is a piece of data called open interest, and that isn't generated until after the close.
So guys, here is just the rough numbers that you should read this article. It's pretty cool. But I have the Friday and then any day. So if VIX closes over 20%, we have an 87% chance of it rallying within the next 2 days. And then it's usually the next day. And then on Fridays, it's a 76% chance of the next 2 days rallying. So today's a Friday. So right now, VIX is up 16.5%. We haven't closed above 20% yet. So let's keep an eye on it. We'll be curious to see where it closes for the day. They're sure as shit pushing hard. So this is that 74 that came out of the trade plan for a potential sweep if they want to. Again, I'm not like a crazy fan of buying this with VIX doing what it's doing, but you never know. This is the trigger right here, as you can see, 78.
Bunch of signs going up down here in NQ.
Okay. I don't know if you saw that, TR, but I put the article link there in the chat for you, so you can take a look. I put it in all the YouTuber people too. I put it in there. Oh, there's quite a few people on X. Let me go ahead and throw it in there too, for you guys. Hang on, let me pull that up. Let me pull it up. There you go. I went ahead and put it in the chat there, like the comment section. It's a good article.
FBD30ES.
Right. Sure. Sure it is. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here, and I appreciate everyone joining me for Free Alpha Friday today. Obviously, unfortunately, today was not a whole lot of action here. It's just a slow grind move down, so we didn't get a chance to really do our number. They actually got me a little bit today, so it's okay. These things happen. That's why we keep our risk in check. Sven. Yeah, you got it, buddy. Yeah, I know, right? As if NQ care or ES cared about an FBD, right? Yeah, right. That's why I started laughing. All right, everybody on the stream, in the room, all my homies in the Discord room, it's time for me to depart. And, Monday's another day. So
Yeah.
you guys have a good one. And I appreciate everybody joining me. It's a shame it wasn't more exciting. This is our first Free Alpha Friday, losing Free Alpha Friday ever. I know, right? We broke the streak. So, anyways, you guys have a fantastic one. I will catch you guys soon. Cheers.
Yeah.